Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be sharing the 15 best beaches in Portugal. Portugal is one of our favorite countries that we have ever traveled to, and we are so excited to share these beaches with you. Make sure to stay tuned until the end because you are not going to want to miss number one.
For those of you who don't know us, I'm David.
I'm Kaylee.
And we run a travel and adventure blog called Made to Explore.
We are passionate about activities that get you outside and off the beaten path. We've got a ton of videos on adventures, travel, and van life. So make sure to follow along, hit that subscribe button, and the bell for notifications.
To start off our list, number 15 is Praia da Mereta.
This is actually a white sand beach near Sagres, and it is very popular for surfing. So we went surfing here. It's got great waves for beginner and intermediates. There is places you can rent surfboards right on the beach. They have lessons, things like that. And then it's surrounded by red cliffs, which is really cool too. It's a really beautiful place.
Huge parking lot,
Yeah.
lots of room to spread out. It's perfect for beginners too, so definitely go there. There's lots of families there, just a great place to hang out for the afternoon.
Yeah, there's people lounging around on the beach too. No shade though, so just keep that in mind.
Lots of sunscreen. Number 14 on the list is Praia dos Estudantes. This beach is known for the bridge that goes across from a little island to like the main coastline drop off, and it is so cool. If you want to go directly underneath the bridge, you have to go at low tide.
Yeah.
When you go down, you have to go through a rock tunnel and then go to the right, and then you'll find the bridge. If you're going along the coastline, I would highly recommend going sunset or sunrise, and then also throughout the day, of course. But sunrise and sunset, everything lights up. The color is beautiful. It is so cool to just check out. There's only 10 spots in the parking lot, so best to get there early. These spots do fill up reasonably quick.
Yeah, this beach is really cool. It's not where you want to go like chill for a day on the beach, but it is really cool to go see.
Next up is Praia dos Irmãos, and it is a very unique beach as well. This beach has 3 rock formations that are known as the Three Brothers. So this is a great beach for exploring, maybe flying your drone again, and chilling, hanging out, lounging, enjoying.
Yeah, also a really cool place to catch the sunset. Number 12 on the list is Praia Dona Ana.
So this beach is a long, narrow stretch of beach that has really unique rock formations. I mean, the whole coastline kind of does. But this one in specific has some really cool ones. Great place to go and hang out. It doesn't get too busy, and there's room to spread out and chill and relax and enjoy the sun.
Yeah, if you have a drone too, this is a cool place to fly the drone because it looks very neat from the top down with the blue water and all the rocks sticking out.
Yeah. If you are looking into planning a trip to Portugal, the Azores, Madeira, we have developed a 58-page guide. It is packed full of a ton of useful information when it comes to planning this trip. It's useful for the planning process as well as when you're traveling there.
Yeah, we have put so much effort into this guide. We've got all of our favorite places to go, all of our favorite stops, how to avoid the crowds, how to get to more hidden places, secret waterfalls, different caves, hidden beaches along the Algarve, different things like that. We have all of this in our guide.
Foods to try.
Yeah, basically everything that we loved about Portugal we have put in this guide. It is an instant download, and we can't wait for you to check it out.
Yeah, we've had a lot of positive feedback from people who have gone to Portugal, traveled around, come back, like, your guide was awesome. So useful during our trip. So link in the description below and up in the corner here. Next up on the list is Praia da Carvoeiro.
This beach stands out to us as super charming. You can actually like feel the ambience of the town from on the beach, which is really cool. So a lot of people will stay in the town, hang out, and you can like bring a towel, bring some drinks, a book down to the beach. It's pretty secluded by cliffs on each side, and it is just a really cool, peaceful place to hang out for the day. Number 10 is a place called Nazare. So if you have never heard of Nazare, this is a super famous surfing town on the west side of Portugal.
Yeah.
And they are known for having the biggest waves in the world. So they've got like 100-foot waves that people come and surf on.
Yeah.
They have surf competitions.
Hold on. Pause that thought. We're going to put some images right now on the screen of Nazare because it will blow your mind.
Ready?
Click. Click. Whoa! Mind blown!
Yeah, this
okay,
place
back
is
into the
nuts.
list.
So if you don't want to come here for the huge waves, that's fine. The waves weren't huge when we came, and it was still one of the most beautiful places. We loved the town. We loved the beach. Very secluded, very charming, and it felt super authentic. Like, that's what we really loved about Nazare is less touristy. Like, you kind of want to rent a vehicle to go there.
We were there at a very low-key time, yeah.
Yeah, we were there in October. The waves are crazy in January, but throughout the summer, like...
They were like this high when we were there.
Yeah, nothing nuts. Anyways, it is out of the way, but Nazare is definitely worth a stop if you are going to Portugal.
Number 9 on the list is Praia da Camilo.
This is a very famous beach in Portugal. It's the beach with steps leading down to the ocean. I think there's about 200 stairs on the staircase, and it's super beautiful.
We went here early.
Yeah.
Make sure to go early because these steps are a very popular photo spot for Instagram and social media and stuff. So we went early. We were the only ones. We had some time to chill and hang out, and it's a really good thing we did. So do that.
Yeah, pretty much good advice across the board for Portugal. If you want places to yourself, if you want photos, if you want things like that, go early because we notice we will get up at the crack of dawn to go take photos places because we don't like crowds. We like to have time by ourselves. And there, things don't really get rolling until 10, 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
So if you care about that, like if you don't care about sitting in the crowds and whatever, that's totally fine. But if you want to go and have some quiet time, if you want time for photos, go early and you should be pretty good in most places before 10.
Yeah. A huge tip that we tell people is wake up early, go see the things that you want to see, and then crush a nap in the afternoon when it's way too hot in places like the Algarve, and then, go back out for sunset, have dinner, enjoy, and then do it all again the next day.
It's a good way to go. Number 8 is Ponta da Piedade.
This is a really cool lookout spot. It's not technically a beach, but it's right along the Algarve coast, and it's very popular. We showed up here, and there was like 4 tourist buses, and we were like, oh no! But we went out, we enjoyed. You can kind of walk along the cliffs, and there's a bunch of like cool trails and it just like drops off. It's pretty insane, but definitely a good spot to fly a drone. Actually, maybe I don't know. I can't remember if you're allowed to do that.
Yeah, I'm sure we've been saying it.
Look into that.
There's also a stairway there that goes down to the water, which is really cool.
Yeah. Stairway that goes down to the water. Spend some time here because it's super popular. Get here early, go late, sunrise, sunset. Again, like most of the Algarve. Yeah. But this is a must-see spot for sure. Yeah, we really enjoyed it. Something that's just coming into my mind right now, I feel like we were having an issue because we went early, but the tide was out. I think it's prettier when the tide's in because when you go down those stairs, you're surrounded by water, whereas if the tide is out and you go down those stairs, it's just kind of like empty rocks and stuff like that. So that might be something worth looking into. There's pros and cons to going early or when the tide's high. Yeah. Next up is Praia de Odeceixe, and this is a huge beach that me and Kaylee had a lot of time to hang out at and enjoy. Definitely would recommend going to this one because it's beautiful, and there was no one there when we were there, which was a treat. We were there in September, October, so maybe a little bit in the off season, but it's kind of out of the way. It's in the northwest corner of the Algarve, so it takes a little bit to get there. Like, it's a little bit harder, some bumpy roads that are kind of off the beaten path, but definitely worthwhile if you want to check this one out. Yeah, the roads are like, you're driving through kind of like dirt roads in small towns to get here, but I mean, we spent like hours here. It was so beautiful, and we had it all to ourselves. I believe there's surfing and swimming and things like that there too. Number 6 is Praia da Marinha, and this is a really, really busy beach. When we got here, we walked down and we were like, oh my god, there's people everywhere. So what we did is we went at low tide and we explored all the way down the beach and kept going, and we found some really cool spots. There wasn't very many people. This wasn't like a place that you'd be like lounging in the sun because there were so many rock formations. We were like crawling and exploring and finding arches, and it was really cool. So if you want to spend like a couple of hours exploring along the coastline, this is a great beach to do that at, and you'll find some really cool stuff there.
Yes, yeah, the arches were really cool. Some tips: bring water shoes if you have them. I'm pretty sure we were like, oh, we wish we had water shoes. If you want to explore the arches, if you want it, there is like the white sand part that you can lay on.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. But again, we were kind of like, oh my god, so many people. But yeah, if you want to explore, so cool. Bring water shoes, and don't go at high tide because you'll get trapped out on the rocks. Again. You don't necessarily have to go at low tide, just don't go at high tide.
Number 5 is Praia de Costa Nova. It's stunning, it's so beautiful. There is an absolute huge boardwalk that you can walk along, dabble out into the beach where you want to. Also, if you are a runner, like me and Kaylee, we went for a nice run along here. Really nice. This town is also known for the colorful houses that border this boardwalk and the ocean and the beach.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. The sand is white and pristine, and there's no one there.
Yeah, we also saw some paragliders, so...
Yeah, could be potential activity over the beach. Definitely, again, it's kind of... We did this the day after Nazare. You have to drive there. It's a little bit of extra effort, but it's so worth it. It is way less busy than a lot of the beaches in the Algarve, and just as beautiful. Number 4 is some secret hike and beaches by a place called Portimão. Now, I don't know how to explain this, how to get here, so we're going to put a pin in the description below because it's just kind of hard to explain where you park. David found these on Google Maps. They are incredible. It's just kind of like hidden coves of a bunch of beaches along the coast. You can get to them on different hiking trails. These do require a hike, so just keep that in mind if this is somewhere you want to go. We parked in a big sand parking lot. And then
very off the beaten path, for sure. Yeah,
like you can find little coves with white sand beaches, turquoise water, all to yourself here. Don't go at high tide because you'll probably get stranded on the beaches. But other than that, it's a really, really cool place to go. We just spent a few hours hiking along and checking out different spots. There is one beach that is a specific nudist beach, and I can't remember the name of it right now.
There's a few of these sporadic ones along the Algarve, so be aware when you arrive.
Yeah, so whether, I don't know if it's something you're into, if it's something you're not into, just something to keep in mind that's there.
If you want to get a beach all to yourself, this is the way to do it.
Definitely. Sure. Yeah, so we will put the pin below for kind of the starting point, and then there's like 5 or 6 different beaches within a kilometer or so that you can hike to.
Number 3 on the list is Praia da Ursa.
Yeah, so Praia da Ursa is
one of the most beautiful beaches in the world.
That's right. Yeah,
Could not forget this beach. There's so many.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of
beaches. No, this one stands out for sure.
Yeah. So this is just west of Lisbon and Sintra, and it is known as one of the most beautiful beaches in the world. So it is definitely worth checking out. You need a vehicle to get there, and it's a hike-in, so you definitely want to wear runners, not sandals. You're going down like a bit of a drop-off.
Once you're done checking out all the castles, head out to the coast, hit the beach, relax, unwind, think about all that massive amount of culture you just absorbed from each castle. And it's a good place
and go to Praia da Ursa. Yeah, super beautiful. Really cool place to go at sunset. So once you get down to the beach, if you go off to the left, we went around a corner and we had
the whole place to ourselves.
Yeah, kind of like a hidden part of the beach all to ourselves. We popped a bottle of wine, watched the sunset. It was pretty great. Okay, number 2. This hasn't been number 2 on our list very often. Usually it's at the top of our list.
It's only number 2. The Benagil Cave.
This is such a cool place, guys. If you have Googled pictures of Portugal at all, I'm sure you've seen pictures of this beautiful cave. It is only accessible by sea. You can't get there by any other way. And we had it to ourselves for 2 hours.
Yeah, and if you want that experience, we have it in our guide, which you should check out. And we also have a dedicated YouTube video just for this that we'll link to. So check those out and enjoy, because it is a stunning, unique, incredible spot in Portugal.
Yeah, it's really unlike anywhere we've ever been. Like you can either go by kayak, you can go by boat. We went by paddleboard, which was quite an experience on its own. It's not that far away from the beach that you leave from, and yeah, just like the sun coming in through the roof and through the cave. What would you call it? I don't know.
Through the walls.
Through the walls
and the roof. Yeah.
Yeah, such a cool place. Such a cool place. Anyways. We don't have time to blabber on about it anymore in this YouTube video, but check out our other ones because we love this place so much.
Yeah. Having trouble soaking it all up?
so pretty. Like I can't believe that we are here all by ourselves for so long. If you do not want to attempt going here by yourself, you can also book a tour. There's tons of tours that go here every day, but there's hundreds of people in the cave during tour hours. So, all right.
Number 1 on the list is
Seixal Beach. We've been saying this wrong the whole time. We just learned we've been saying Seixal Beach. Anyways, this is a black sand beach on the island of Madeira. This beach actually reminded us a lot of Hawaii.
Yes.
So black sand beach, you've got this cliffs in the background. Everything is so lush. The water is blue. Like, it is so picturesque, so stunning. There's even waterfalls that go off these massive cliffs and into the ocean that you can see from the beach. You can like walk around them. It's pretty insane.
It's kind of in a little bit of a cove, so there's not a lot of huge waves. It's perfect for families. There's like a little sup rental place that you can rent a sup board from, and yeah, just hang out and relax and unwind.
Yeah, I think it's an hour flight to get to Madeira from Lisbon, so a lot of people
That's
actually
cheap.
Yeah, a lot of people miss it, but it's so easy to get to, and it is so worth the trip.
This was one of our favorite places in Portugal. Madeira is an incredible spot for adventure
So
lovers. There's so much hiking, outdoor activities to do there, so if you have dabbled into Portugal, make sure to add Madeira to your list.
Yes, we actually have a separate video on Madeira. We will link it below. It goes over everything. This is one of our favorite travel destinations on the planet for sure, so you're going to want to check that out. That wraps up our list of the 15 best beaches in Portugal.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to like it, subscribe to the channel, and check out our Portugal travel guide. It's linked below, up in the corner. We'll see you in the next one.
We will see you next week.